Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKodash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. Slakia. And today I just want to go into this article from the Los Angeles Times. The headline reads, Southern Baptists turn their backs on OC's Saddleback Church over its female pastors. So I'm just going to go into this, read a little bit of this article, and then bring out a couple scriptures. Lord willing, this is edifying and straight to the point. And it says, the Southern Baptist Convention on Wednesday refused to readmit Saddleback Church, rejecting appeals by the Orange County megachurch after it was ousted for having female pastors. During their annual meeting in New Orleans, Southern Baptist Church representatives also voted to uphold the executive committee's February decision to expel Fern Creek Baptist Church in Louisville, Kentucky, over female pastors. They finalized the ouster of a third congregation, Freedom Church in Vero Beach, Florida, for lack of intent to cooperate in resolving concerns regarding a sexual abuse allegation. About 89% of the representatives voted in support of expelling Saddleback, with 92% and 96% voting to finalize the ouster of Fern Creek Baptist Church and Freedom Church, respectively. Saddleback Church, based in Lake Forest, is one of the largest congregations in the U.S. and had been the second largest in the Southern Baptist Convention after founding pastor Rick Warren retired from the Evangelical Church last year. Slakia. He appointed Andy Wood as head pastors. Wood's wife, Stacy Wood, began serving as a teaching pastor after 3 women were ordained in 2021. Liz Puffer, Cynthia Petty, and Katie Edwards at Fern Creek. Linda Popham has been a full-time pastor since 1993. Warren asked the Southern Baptist delegates during the meeting to agree to disagree on the subject of having female pastors. So, pretty much, they're upset because, they have, women teaching, preaching, some knowledge of things that aren't supposed to be, so that's all I'm going to read for now, and this is pretty much how women are supposed to conduct themselves, in the ministry as pertaining to, this ministry, being in the truth. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14, and I'm going to start at verse 34, and it says, let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them. Slakia. I'm going to reread that. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 34. Let your women keep silence in the churches, For it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for women to speak in the church. And yes, just that, on a lower level, it's shameful, because a woman shouldn't be, teaching and preaching. The truth wasn't given to the woman, it was given to men. That's why you have men as teachers, because the Lord is dealing with men. Women don't really have, the knowledge when it comes to these scriptures. So I'm going to go to the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2. I'm going to start in verse 9. And as you can see, the headline reads, Women Instructed. And it says, in like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. And yes, Slovakia. But yes, this is how women are supposed to conduct themselves. They're supposed to be in subjection to their husbands. They're supposed to learn in silence. That's how the woman is supposed to learn this knowledge from her husband, if she has one. But what those women are doing, they do that out here in Detroit. I know for a fact that the church that my grandmother goes to, they have a woman as a pastor, and that's off. Even though the modern day church is Harlot House, spiritually and physically, women are supposed to teach. Again, the knowledge was only given to men, and they are upset about that, because again, down south, in the Bible Belt, they hold fast to their Christian beliefs, so they're pretty much upset, because again, even in there, they don't have the truth, but still, they know that a man is supposed to be teaching and preaching and and guiding them through the scriptures. So I'm gonna go to the Apocrypha, then I'm gonna go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9. Slovakia. Bear with me, that's not it. No. Slovakia. Thinking of the wrong thing. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, and verse 13. And it says, a foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. And yes, any woman out there that's trying to, teach the scriptures, or, pretty much teach the Bible, she's foolish. She doesn't know, because that woman has to be taught, just like all of us at some point, we have to be taught. Because the Bible isn't a book that you can just pick up and read and, understand it. You have to be taught, you have to be guided through, to understand the mysteries, you know. But, that's just something real quick that I wanted to go into, that women are supposed to teach and preach, that's the job of the man. Only men are supposed to teach and preach, only men are supposed to prophesy, So, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who our land is true from, and I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. Till the next time I say Shalom.